Hey y'all, and good morning. So we're out here in the lower field. So this is this is mulch, and more mulch. Fixing garden rows and putting down mulch. So I pretty much sure am finished with the garden up by the house. So now I'm in another section, our lower field. This is where I plan on putting some corn and whatnots. Got some wheat planted down at the far end where it's flat and not road. And so we got a little bit of rain expecting. It's kind of misty right now, so I'm trying to get down here and get some of this stuff done before it rains. So what I have, if you can see, we had a rain not long ago and it washed out some spots in the rows. So what I'm gonna do is on the higher section up here, I plan on doing a cut through between the rows, try to divert some more water on the higher end, so it's not all rushing to the low end and everything just coming through the low part like gangbusters. So I'm going to try to get some water introduced into the rows on the high end of the fields, so it can trickle through the rows to the lower spot. That's my game plan. So, this is going to be a testament of attrition, I think. So, I'm just getting started and digging rows. It's not going to be perfect overnight. So I know this. It's going to take a little time to get it right, and trial and error. All right. So as I'm digging these little cut throughs in the rows, I'm thinking I'm going to regroup and instead um, rake the rows out a little wider and flatter. Um, that'll help instead of water just hitting a wall and having to go up, I don't know, 6 inches to go over. Make the rows wider and flatter so the water can build up a little and then just kind of hopefully slowly uh, go over the rows. Um, I think that would help dissipate things better. I may still leave one or two cut throughs in because I know there's a low spot where everything uh, is coming to. I can see that pretty clearly. So I may even lower the rows on the high side and leave the rows on the low side higher. I may try that. Because right now it's kind of like a little bowl. Both ends of the rows are higher, so the water is settling in the middle. What I don't want is a big pool of water to settle and just cause roots to rot and all that from just sitting water, which it's not, hasn't really been doing, because it's still on a hill. Even though it's going through the rows, it's going out. And I have a pretty good size, we'll call it a seasonal creek. It's not really a seasonal creek, it's just a creek after a rain, because it divides my property and goes the whole, from the northeast corner down to the southwest corner. That's where all the natural flow is. So just, I don't know, maybe 50 yards is the low spot to where it drains to. So I'm kind of in the valley here, but it's still on a slope. It's still sloping and going down. So anyhow, kind of talking to myself as I'm talking to y'all, trying to get an understanding of what I'm doing. So I think I'm going to flatten the rows out, definitely on the higher ends, and see where that takes me.